Okay, everybody, we're here in Dunbar, West Virginia, in Kanawha County. So we thought we'd give you a look at this town, and Melody will tell you a little bit more of the history.
Yeah, Dunbar is in Kanawha County, West Virginia. Population estimated for 2019 is about 7,000 and some change. It is an incorporated city. It was incorporated on April 19th, 1921 by the act of the West Virginia legislature. Dunbar is on land that was originally occupied by Native Americans, with 11 mounds identified in residential areas. The land was granted to George Washington for his military service and was named for Mary Dunbar after she inherited the land from Washington, although other sources say it was named for Dunbar Baines, a prominent area banker. Dunbar was a farming community until industries began to evolve in the city with the opening of the glass and bottling plants in 1912. The gravelly plow was invented in Dunbar in 1916.
It's one of those towns, or cities, I should say, I've never been to before either.
Yeah.
It's always good. It's just right off the road, but just never had a reason to stop before, had we?
Yeah. Fresh look.
Yeah. So we will learn as you do. There's a Geno's. I wouldn't mind having a big pepperoni roll.
And a Tudor's Biscuit World. I love singing those yellow songs here in West Virginia.
I guess those two partner up a lot, don't they?
Seems like it. They always seem to be close, huh?
Yeah.
And they got the yellow songs.
True.
There is a Dutch Hollow wine cellar somewhere in Dunbar, and it is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. They had walk-in wine cellars.
I feel like we didn't give enough talk to Geno's and to Tudor's. Anyway.
Next, the history of Geno's and Tudor's Biscuit World. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they are joined together, so yeah.
This area used to be known for its wine vineyards, and the cellars were thought to be built around 1860 due to the popularity of the winemaking. The wine was then hauled to Charleston and Cincinnati. After the Civil War, winemaking was no longer profitable and the vineyards were abandoned. That's sad, because that's something that really does a lot of business now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a huge industry here just the last few years, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's starting to blossom.
So yeah, this city is known for its glass industry. And the population, it's slightly went down over the last few decades, but nothing major. It looks like in 1980 there was about 9,000 compared to the 7,000 now.
Yeah, and it's another one of those areas too that's really not dependent on coal at all. You know, it's so rare that we go into a part of West Virginia that doesn't really have that much of a history in it, but it seems like Dunbar does not have any real major ties to that industry.
Yeah. And with factories, it seems like we see that over the years, they depend more on machines and man, and jobs get cut or they outsource, and so towns that are highly dependent on factories, sometimes they do kind of dip in population there.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's not too terribly far outside of Ohio when you get to this part of the state either. So a little different atmosphere. It just doesn't seem like other parts of West Virginia to me.
No.
That's not good, bad, or ugly. It's just the truth. It's just...
Yeah. Kind of has more of an Ohio feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just seems more... Well, you can see it's not as mountainous.
Yeah.
When you think of West Virginia, you know, you think you're just kind of surrounded by them. And it's getting a little bit flatter here. Across this bridge.
Lots of bridges.
Yeah. I don't see a sign, but I would have to assume this would be the Kanawha River we're going across.
I would think so, yeah. This bridge doesn't make me feel real good and safe, especially after being in Point Pleasant and reading that history and everything. Looking at these busted up edges and the rust.
Don't look, just trust, don't look. What's that old trust but verify, I guess. Is
Yeah.
what you really should be doing. Yeah, I can see this does seem like a little bit bigger city than
It does.
a
Yeah.
lot of places.
It does.
It seems bigger than Nitro was.
Yeah. It seems like it's been kept up a little bit better than Nitro too.
Check it out.
Seems like there are more opportunities for jobs and that kind of thing than what we saw in Nitro too.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit closer and closer to Charleston. So
Exactly.
It's easier to
Yeah.
commute. King Kebab. Sounds like right up my alley.
Does sound pretty good. Falafel. Hummus. And yeah, so this is our first time here too, but seems like some kind of big building here we'll check out. Almost looks like a hospital or some kind of banking building.
Yeah, I always like to see, anywhere I go like this, I really try to find the city hall or
Yeah.
something to give me a little indication about.
Yeah.
You're right, that's
That's a medical pavilion. Yeah. Working in healthcare so many years, I check out the hospitals.
Oh yeah.
Just to get an idea. Sometimes you can tell a lot about a place by the way their hospitals look and are kept up. Seems like they have a pretty big facility there.
See already some names lumping themselves in with Charleston, so I think a lot of this is like just the outskirts type of communities.
Yeah. It's a large cemetery area there on our right.
Here in Dunbar, and it's I've heard the name Dunbar, but again, I've never stopped here before, and I know you hadn't either, but it's one of those things that now we can say we've been and we know what it looks like.
Yeah. Most of my time in West Virginia has been spent in the southern part of West Virginia.
Oh yeah, definitely
So,
same for me. Yeah.
It's interesting to see another side of it.
Yeah. Here we are going back across the bridge. They usually name these things, but I didn't see one for this one, did you?
I did not know.
Some kind of memorial bridge, blah blah blah. But
Yeah. It's one thing, it is surprising this bridge does look old and like maybe it hasn't been kept up the best, which is surprising for a city like this.
yeah, at least throw some paint on there and make it look like it's new. If you don't do anything, that's fine. Just
Reattach
make us feel good about it.
concrete there on the sides.
I saw you saying a prayer right there. I caught your hands folded.
Of course.
I'm not a bridge fan, are you?
I'm not a fan of bridges, no.
I've burned a few in my day.
I'm sure you have, knowing you.
That's the truest thing I've said all day. Silly. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick look at Dunbar, West Virginia.
Yes, and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment, share it, definitely subscribe.
And we appreciate all of our supporters, donors, and patrons.
Yes.
You are what made this happen for us today. So
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much, and we'll see you on down the road.